Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Dela's Voice. I'm so happy to have this next guest with me today. Her and I have become friends, and I have been able to enjoy some of the blessings that she has brought into my life. And I'm super excited to introduce her to you. My guest is Marianne Padjan. She's an HR specialist and a Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. Marianne is a mental health advocate, and with her energy and with her love, she brings joy to people's lives all the time on a daily basis. Her power is to help people reset, let go, and find their empowerment. So please help me welcome Marianne Padjan on Dela's Voice.
Hi, Dela.
Hello, darling.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste to you.
Honored. I feel so honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here, Marianne. It's my pleasure to have you here today.
I think we're a little bit of a soul sister thing going on here now.
Listen, I'm so happy you're here because I know how many gifts you have. And I know, right. And I'm just so excited that you want to do this on Dela's Voice. And so I want to encourage everybody to please, before we start, I want to make sure that we get everybody's attention. So today is going to be full of surprises. You are going to learn a lot. Marianne is going to share so much of her knowledge, and she's going to show us some techniques, but she also will have a gift for you. So pay attention. Share this with your loved ones, people you think that might benefit from some mindfulness and some positive energy. And who doesn't need that, right? And some meditation techniques. And also, please don't forget to give us a like. Let's like. And right. And leave us comments, give us questions. And let's just make this a beautiful interactive show. And I can't wait. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Interact as much as you can, and lots of positive comments and lots of likes.
Yes.
And hearts. We love hearts.
Hearts too. Yes. Okay. Let's get this started. Thank you so much for people who are already watching us live. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. You are in for a big surprise. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready to let go and reset? Okay. Yes. So Marianne, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I love teaching meditation. I love doing meditation class. I love. I totally get turned on by empowering people. I love doing workshops. I love one-on-one spiritual coaching. That's I don't know, between that and classes, it's my favorite. Just having people walk away feeling empowered and discovering their inner strengths and understanding that they don't have to put up with life if it's not that great, and if it's not making them happy, and if it's not turning them on, they can change it, and they have the power. Not me, not someone else. I'm not going to do something for them. I'm just going to help them discover what it is that they really want. And when they walk away happy, and then, we stay in touch, of course, and then I find out, they've been doing these big, big things, right? Because enough with the playing small. Enough with playing small. Nobody who wants to play small all the time, right? Where does that get you? Nowhere, right? And sometimes that, the whole letting go, that's why the letting go is so important. And you have to let go. And it's not easy. I got to tell you, everything in my life I've ever had to let go of has scratch marks all over it. I am not, hey, yeah, this is not my talent. I had to work very hard on this. So I know that it can be done, because if I could do it, then anyone can. I'm not the most patient person. That's another thing, patience is another thing you can benefit with you know, a lot of the meditation. So I include meditation in everything I do, in all of my coaching, in all of my classes, in all of my everything. So I even, you know, I do meditation classes. Stay tuned till the end. So that's, you know, that's hugely, hugely important. So one of the gifts that I actually have prepared is going to be right in here. So I have prepared, I think we got to get in at least 3 meditations, and I do have a 4th one if we can, you know, get them all in.
Perfect. So I don't know how much time each of those meditations need for you to do, but I want to also touch on a little bit about your past. I mean, you know, were you always this serene? Were you always this?
Oh God, no.
Right?
No, I was like an angry, bitchy teenager that had, oh my gosh, I think I sounded like a truck driver. I'm sure I put my parents through hell.
Can we go there a little bit, just so that
Sure.
because I mean, you know, the stories are what connects us together. And if you're here now, this is not an overnight thing. You know, it needs to be said that there was a lot of pain, and there was a lot of you know, shedding layers for
if
you
you
to
think of
get
yourself
here.
as an onion, that's kind of the way we are,
Yeah.
right? And
So, you wanted to go into that a little bit? Like, it doesn't have to be very long, but
it doesn't have to be, but it might be. So you'll have to stop me if it goes on too much, because I get carried away. Because I love talking about this stuff. It lights me up. Like, this is my fire. This is what I love so much. I bring this into literally everything I have.
I think we can tell.
Really? Anyway, so yeah, so I, you know, it's beautiful because I have this everywhere. You know, I do it when I do the real estate. I do it when I do the recruiting or the HR stuff too. It's what I bring in with my candidates, with my clients. Not to mention just here, but yeah, nasty, angry. Um, is totally impatient. In fact, I don't know that I really grew any real actual patience until maybe a few years ago. And that's only with extremely intense work. You know, and by intense work, I mean a lot of classes. So I'm not sure. I think I started some when I was maybe 19. I actually started yoga at 16. So there was some yoga at 16. There was some meditation, but not the kind that I could really sit still for long. It was like, oh my God, this is so boring. Like, when am I going to get out of here? Like, this isn't really my thing. And then eventually I got a little quieter and quieter, and my mind very busy, ADD-ish type of mind. So had to find a way to calm that down. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that, of course, at a very young age of 16, 17, 18, because those are not my smartest years. I don't want to speak for other people, but I can comfortably say I don't think
might relate to that. But it's learning years, growing pains.
Right. And then at 19, I discovered that you could take vitamins and, you know, supplements for various things. And some of those, because when something's not right inside of your body, you know, a supplement or like a vitamin that you're missing and you put it in, it can actually help to calm you down a little bit. So I started taking vitamins, and then I started looking at various things. And I remember I was 19 and I was reading this article in a magazine about Linus Pauling, who's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and also for chemistry for his work on vitamin C. And then wow, I thought this was fascinating. And then one thing led to another, and it just snowballed into this big giant, me traveling around the world to various courses, like literally places like Hawaii, which is gorgeous, Switzerland, which is also gorgeous in its own different way, Arizona, California, New Mexico. Oh my gosh, like too many places to even talk about. And then not to mention all around sort of Southern Ontario, Northern Ontario, various parts of Canada, and now online all the time. And I'm 58 years old now, and it's been a very long haul, and I'm still taking courses. I don't think that's ever going to stop. I think you always need, and I still have coaches. I have more than one. I still go to courses. I still have my one-on-one sessions with people. So I'm human. I just have a path, and I'm getting there. I think I'm still getting there. Although I know when I talk to people, it's like, oh yeah, you're doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
So I want to ask a question, but let's first say hi to some people, shall we?
Hi, people.
Hi, Tammy. Hello, my dear Tammy. Leslie, Allison. Hi, Frida. That's my mama.
Hi, Frida.
Furuzan from Vancouver. Tanya from Alberta. Patricia. I don't know where Patricia is from, but thank you so much for everybody who's watching.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And go ahead in the comment section and say hi and let us know where you're coming, where you're watching us from. So you're watching Are You Ready to Let Go and Reset with Marianne Padjan. Marianne, what is the danger of not finding our mindfulness?
Oh gosh, chaos. Basically chaos in any part of your life. It could be chaos at work. You might have work down pat and you might have chaos at home, or you might have chaos or you might have everything good at home, but then there's chaos at work and you just can't find that peace. You can't find, let's say, the salary that you're worth, right? Because there's that whole self-worth is such a big deal for everybody, right? And you can't get to the whole self-worth. You can't just go, oh, I think I'll take a course in self-worth today, and bing, you're all good the next day. Doesn't quite work that way. I mean, if it does for you, you'll have to write me about it. I haven't heard that yet. So all kinds of different things like that. Just other things not working out for you. Have you ever been in a situation where you are magnetic, like the magnetic entrepreneur, right? So it's like you just sit there. Well, it's not that you just sit there and do nothing, but you kind of just be and you relax and things come to you and things just work out. People come, the right people come into your life and you just follow your bliss. Basically, it's like you have this higher self, this more intelligent, more smarter, more in tuned self, and if you quiet your mind enough, that self will come through, that voice will come through. And if you are confident enough and trust enough within yourself, you will listen to that voice and you will have that peace and things will just fall into place. The proper client will come into your life. The proper spouse will come into your life. You're looking for a car and you can't find, I don't know, this, or you're thinking, okay, I'd really like this. Everything becomes easier and a much shorter and easier path to get to. If you're out of balance, that path is going to be really rocky, and you're going to get a flat tire. And then you're going to be stuck driving along this path with a flat tire on a really rocky road. So, which one would you rather be on? The smooth sailing one and the peaceful one, and my life works out really well, and I'm so awesome. Everything works out for me.
I want that one.
Or, oh my God, where's my shoes? I can't find.
I want that one, right? I think for most people, this is a no-brainer. Then how come we keep living in chaos, and how come we keep living with on that rocky road and blah.
Because we can't let go of stuff. You know what? Let shit go already. Like, it's just not, you know what? It shouldn't. I know it's hard. I get it. But you can't go around hanging on to stuff. I mean, I've had friends and people in my life, and this is what we typically work on, is that whole, I can't let go of the past. I can't let go of the past. I can't let go of the past. Well, how's that working out for you? It's not, right? So what can we do? Can we start letting some of this go? And, there's a number of things that happen within there. So there's like blaming people, blaming others. So you have got to find a way to turn the whole situation around on yourself and point that finger at yourself and go, what am I doing here? What did I do to create that? What's my part in this whole scenario, and then chop it all up. If you have to chop up the scenarios, if you have to, which is kind of what we do in the coaching, right? So, this was a bad relationship. This was a whatever, what was your part? Because you had a part. You definitely had a part. Two people come together, two companies come, two people come together to do a lesson. And so once you get through that sort of, so to speak, life lesson, and you chop it up and you figure out, what have I done here? What's this all about? The sooner you start chopping it up, the sooner you go through it. And once you figure out, okay, this is my lesson, I totally understand, then it becomes super easy to let go. In fact, many times, or most of the time, it actually just drops off without you even trying. And so, yeah, it takes a little bit of, let me rephrase, sometimes it takes a lot of work, and sometimes it takes a little bit of work. And because it's work, people don't want to do it. There's many people that, no, don't make me go, I'm not going there. Just so you know, okay, you're going to coach me, but just so you know, we're not doing this. Well, if we're not doing this, what's the point? If you're going to tell me, why are you coming to me then? Right?
Also, I feel like, a lot of people are stuck in that victimhood mode.
Oh.
Right. This happened to me. But you don't understand. My life is the worst. Oh my, you don't understand. Nobody's had it. Yeah, poor me. Nobody's had it worse than me.
No, I have it the worst.
Right? I have it the worst. And my parents did this to me, and my siblings did this to me, and my boss did that to me, and someone cheated me, and and then we live with these excuses for a long time, right?
Yep. Excuses and blame. Blame is the same as that victimhood, because it's like, oh, well, this is what he did to me, right? How many people do you talk to when they talk about their ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends or ex-wives or especially husbands and wives? You've been together for 20 years. Like, I was together with my husband for 18 years. We're very amicable. We're not together anymore, but we are very amicable. And I think that's the healthiest thing. I would feel bothered if I wasn't amicable with him. Now, if he wasn't amicable with me, you can't control another person. So people need to stop thinking that they can, because that's a huge factor. Oh no, that she needs to say this and he needs to do this. And, like, of course they do.
Yeah.
But, who doesn't want to live in a world where everyone caters to you?
Yeah.
You can't control another person. Let go already. Control yourself, because that's the only person. I don't care what anybody says. You can talk for hours and hours on end. The only person you can control is yourself. So if you fix your energy, right? So if I'm going, oh my God, Dela, are you going to be relaxed when I'm like that? No, you're going to get probably excited maybe, or irritated, one or the other, right? But if I calm down and if I talk like this, we're then going to relax you, right? And then you will be calmer and more peaceful, and then we can maybe have a conversation. So whatever you do to yourself, it plays on the other person as well. So if you want to have a calm, collected conversation with your spouse, you can't go into it going, because it's not going to work. So you have to mimic this, and you have to mimic whatever. So basically be the change that you want to see, right? Like, that's kind of where that goes.
And that's what you mean when you say let go.
Yes, and let go. And like I said, within that situation, you've got to find your place. Once you find it and you understand why that situation happened, and that, yes, you did have a part, and this was your part, this is what you did, don't do that again.
Yeah.
If you don't want these results, don't do that again. And then you can let go, right? Then you can let go of the situation. But you can stop before that. You can stop blaming these other people, but inside, you're still going to be blaming them inside your heart, right? So that whole heart chakra. Is it time for a meditation?
Yeah, I think there's no ever a wrong time for meditation.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do one. And I want to also welcome some other people who joined us. I just want to quickly go through all the names: Samane, Robin, Steve, Edna, Keel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And there's people watching on YouTube as well. and I can't really see who's watching on YouTube, but Danny gave us a comment. Hello, Danny. We're in Canada, Ontario, Canada right now, and this is a live show called Are You Ready to Let Go and Reset? And we're just about to start a meditation with Marianne. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. We're going to keep them.
All
We're
right.
going to keep
So,
them short.
for people who are watching, please, 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 please remember this is your chance. If you are watching this, you have come across this podcast for a reason, right? There's no accident. You are here for a reason. Give this a try. If you've never done this before, if you think meditation and mindfulness is foo-foo shishi, give it a try. Give it a try. That's all.
So let it be foo-foo and shishi. Try it anyways. Who cares, right? Life is short. Go for it.
Okay.
So what if it's foo-foo shishi? Let it be
Right?
foo-foo shishi. You know what? At this point, there's been far too many celebrities too and business people. You know, Bill Gates meditates regularly. Do you know that Mick Jagger has gone, and I believe he has meditated with I think it was Dalai Lama or someone with the gurus, anyways, or with monks. I believe he did it, which is pretty cool. And Mick Jagger, I think we can all agree, is pretty cool, right?
He's cool. Yeah.
He's one of the coolest people on earth. And one of my faves is Richard Branson, and he does it too. Pretty much everyone does it. Tony Robbins, such a big giant guru, and he does it. So not so foo-foo, but sure, whatever. So we'll just do a very simple one. I'm obviously going to keep these very short, not anything like I would do in class, because it's just a time factor. We only have an hour here, right? So okay, so
would it be okay? So after we do the meditation, if people could just take a moment and give us some comments in the comments, just to let us know how they feel, and if they what you find out about.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as we finish, if you guys want to comment or tell us how you feel, just check in with yourself before you start. How do you feel now? And how are you going to feel once we finish? So like I said, it's only going to be a few minutes. So what you want to do is, for meditation, you always want to sit up straight if you can. If you can't and you want to lie down, you can. But for this one, I wouldn't mind if you would just sort of sit up straight. You always want to keep your spine straight, because the energy climbs up your spine, and so you want that. That's even physically, you can tell when there's energy stuck inside of your spine, and there will be pain there. So this will help with any kind of actual physical pain. It'll help release the actual energy. Okay, and so if you want, you can do this, but just keep your palms up somewhere on your thighs, let's say, or your chair. I don't know where you're sitting. So you're going to close your eyes, and we're going to just simply do an inhale and an exhale. So we're going to inhale. If you can, please try to count to, let's say, 5 or 6. If you're super good at this and you've already done it, go to 8 or 10. But if you're new, do 5 or 6. So you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And then you want to exhale through your mouth. Same thing. You want to count to about 5 or 6. And basically, that's all we're going to do. Inhale. Fill up your lungs, and exhale through your mouth. And take a deep breath in. Make it powerful. Hold your breath and exhale powerfully through your mouth. Get out all those toxins. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale love. Exhale fear. Inhale positive. Exhale negative. Whew. Inhale peace. Exhale anger. Whew. Inhale peace again. Exhale grief. Inhale peace, love, and happiness and grooviness. Inhale and let it go. Shake it off. That was fun. And what was that? Like maybe 4 minutes?
Yeah, that was about 4 minutes.
So do we have any comments? Is
Wow.
everyone
Well,
okay?
people are just coming too, so we're gonna have to give them a little bit of time. If you did that with us, give us a comment. I can tell you how I feel.
Please.
So, and I do meditation almost every day. I try to make that a part of my daily routine. When I meditate, I'm smarter.
There you go. That's a good way of doing it.
Right. I'm more focused. I'm more powerful. And when I don't meditate, I feel the difference. I make mistakes. I'm impatient. And I definitely feel it's a different day for me. So that's my take. And so in the middle of, let's say right now we're in the middle of a live podcast, and sometimes I feel like, oh, I better, I want to pay attention to this and pay attention to this. And what if we lose internet? What if, and just, doing that meditation right now, even in the middle of this, it calmed so down. And I was like,
Exactly. So what if we lose internet? We'll do it again. We'll do it next week or something, it'll be what it'll be. That's the whole thing. And that's letting go, right? That's basically letting go. If I were to have a day without meditating, which hasn't happened for maybe 20 or plus years or 30 plus years, I don't know what a day without meditation looks like. Doing the Kundalini yoga teachers training was very intense. We had very intense meditations. I belong to I do a lot of energy healing, because I do a lot of energy healing services. So I take a lot of courses. Right now we're doing one that is just for us. It's a bit of a senior sort of level, advanced, very heavy duty advanced energy healing class, and it's just for us. It's just for our own healing, for our own raising of our own vibration. And there's some pretty intense meditations. Like I've had to do up to 2.5 hours one day. I had the time. I think it was a rainy day. Not like today. I won't have that much time, but and I didn't have a whole ton to have to do. I didn't have sessions, so I could actually take this day, which I frequently will schedule in if my schedule gets out of hand, which it frequently does, I will schedule in Marianne time. So important, because all of everything I do will fall apart if I don't. So one day I was meditating. I think it was a total of 6.5 hours altogether.
Oh, oh.
It was like 2.5 hour increments, then an hour, then an hour and a half. I don't even know exactly how it went. And then I have some pretty super cool equipment that you're going to be trying soon. Here, I have some really great healing. I call them healing toys. I have a biomat. The regular biomat, for anybody who knows what that is, it's filled with amethyst and tourmaline crystals, and it heats up. It creates an infrared. The infrared goes about 6 inches deep into your body. They use it for a lot of ailments. I'm not going to talk specifics because some of them could get me into trouble, but it is very powerful and very good. And now they've made another biomat that it also has crystals in it, but it has like binaural beats and sound therapy in it, as well as a vibrational type massage that I believe it creates like a lymphatic drainage, but it's so ever so subtle, but it is so deep. I think I haven't had anything quite so subtle and that goes in quite so deep in a while. So that's my latest equipment I love. So I will go on that, and you don't even have a choice. You have to meditate when you're on it. It just takes you into some really awesome world. But I've had days where maybe I've slept in a bit or something, and so my meditation has been very, very short. And I also have to go through my gratefulness. I have to have 5 people that I'm super grateful for every morning and every night before I go to sleep. This is done during bed the minute I open my eyes. So I have to do that, and I have to do some sort of meditation, even if I'm going to be late for work. But I can tell if it's been short and kind of sloppy. I wake up and I'm all scrambled, and I'm like, as soon as I get up, I'll hit the chair on the way or something with my toe onto the bathroom or something, and I'm like, oh God, I haven't even got to the shower part and I'm already hitting things.
Oh my God. Can we go there?
Sure.
Okay, because totally. I mean, that's a very good indication, right? When you hit your arm somewhere, and like when you like you said, you stumble upon something, or you hit your toe and you're like, oh shoot, like why did I do that? Things like that.
Yeah.
They're
Like
a good reminder that you're not mindful, that you're missing that piece.
You're out of balance. You haven't done enough. You haven't done the breathing. Breathing is hugely important. I can't tell you enough. One, it'll help to alkalinize your own body. I mean, that's just on a physical. It'll help to energize you. It'll also help to calm you down. I do a lot of work with anxiety. People with anxiety and depression, they're coupled up. You hardly ever have one without the other. Like I haven't seen it yet, put it that way. Anxiety is always coupled up with depression. And if you do the breathing, you will have results, but you have to do it. And it's not enough to just do it with me when we're doing the coaching call or the meditation class. You have to go home and do it. And if your anxiety is really bad that day, you need to find time and do this anxiety session 6 times throughout the day, 10 times throughout the day if it's really bad. It's not enough to do it once or twice or 3 times. If you're just coasting, do it 3 times. I'll take my dog for a walk and I'll do all kinds of deep breathing exercises just because I'm outside and there's some hopefully fresh air. If you can get out of town and get some really fresh air, that'd be even better. So, that's already another thing. Also what you eat and what you drink. Let's face it, if you've had some wine the night before, things are going to be rough the next day no matter what. Yes. But you can fix it. So you can fix it with breathing and the meditation. So you have to take some of that time for yourself, because you're going to be a mess. You're going to be so scrambled the whole day. And I bet you any money that day you're going to hit, like if I've stubbed my toe on the chair and then I've hit my arm on the doorway because I don't know how to get into my own bathroom anymore without hitting the doorway. And I'm like, oh my God, I already know. I'm like, okay, I need to take a minute, because if I don't center this energy and if I don't, somehow ground it, you have to stay grounded. Oh my gosh, I have to ground all the time. I'm an air sign. I'm an Aquarius. So I need to stay grounded all the time. I need to work at being grounded, because La La Land is my favorite place to go. So I can't live and pay mortgage from La La Land. So I need to come down here and function.
So you're saying, and that's the thing. Part of becoming grounded is, you,
Okay.
you know, getting things done. Like get
Yes.
things done. You need to be mindful all the
Yes.
time. Like
Yes.
that's just that. You know what? Mindfulness is a big word, but it's being thrown around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I met a lady and she's like, oh my God, if you talk to me about mindfulness one more time, I'm going to puke. But it's like, why?
We've been
Right?
doing this for so many years, and now we're hearing the word mindfulness and wellness, and everyone's hopping on the yoga bandwagon. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, okay, so I've been doing yoga for 42 years before yoga was ever popular, and yoga's just like, oh, she's doing some kind of yoga with some kind of guru stuff. I don't know what I don't know. It's breathing. It's some sort of stretching. I'm not really sure what it is, and then the meditation comes along, and it's in style to be mindful now. So everything's going to have the word wellness, mindful, yoga, meditation, but it's real and it's important. And a lot of people will say, well, I don't like to meditate. I like to work out. So they go to the gym and then they have their earphones on and they're listening to maybe Tony Robbins or some version of, well, that actually is a little bit of, it's a type of meditation. It's not that you need to stay calm and connect to yourself so much, but it does help. Like you've got to do this work on yourself, right? So, and Tony Robbins, big meditator. So sometimes he has a very meditative class going on, or segment of his class. I've taken some courses from him. He's amazing. I love Oprah. She's outstanding. So yeah, it's a real thing, and you need to ground. You need to center yourself, because you don't want to get into the car like that and then have an accident. Like if I'm going on a long trip, or even meditation before this, before anything, you're just better, and everything is just easier.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want
Mm-hmm.
that? Aren't we all striving for ease and grace
Oh my
versus,
God.
oh, I really want this to be hard. I really want to be swimming upstream. Why not? I'm in a canoe and I really want to be going upstream. Why you want to do that? Do you want to struggle? Because if you want to struggle, then knock yourself out. If you're happy doing that, that's great. But if you want out, and if you want something easier, do this. And for me, meditation is an absolute hands down must do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish we could get more and more people into this, and for themselves to see the benefit for this. That would be amazing. Okay,
Right.
so we talk about resetting empowerment, and then we go into the next exercise. What do you think?
Okay.
Is that good?
Okay.
Because to me, letting go and becoming mindfulness then leads into resetting and gaining your empowerment back.
Right. So then there's a number of things you can do with that, right? That also you might, I don't just teach people, hey, let go of your stuff and now we're going to see you later. Have a great day. Nice knowing you. No, you have to help empower people, right? They have to do things, but you have to continue with this. So I can't stress enough, again, we're continuing the meditation to take you to where you want to go. So visualization, breathing, all of those things where that's concerned. There's also journal writing. Journal writing, extremely, 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 extremely important. I can't say enough about that. Journal or books or whatever. Oh, speaking of books, we have to talk about books. So, if anyone here is into writing and you're interested in writing a chapter in a book, we have, I'm not sure who's familiar here with Robert J. Moore. He is the magnetic entrepreneur. He has put together 10 books, and I'm going to be co-authoring with him. And I'm just going to name off the different titles. So you would have a chapter in the book. You would pick a book, and then you would write one chapter for it. There'll be 20 authors, 20 or so authors within each book. So I'm just going to read quickly the titles, if you don't mind. Is that okay, Dela?
Yes.
Thank you. So here's one, Learning My Way. The Spiritual CEO. I thought of that one. Crushing It. empowering others, highly effective people, leaders, how to, earning credibility, integrity, 6+ figures, self-empowerment, that's mine too. And you can also do it for more than one book. You can do it for all 10 books like I am. And you can also just do one, or you can do 2 or 4 or 20 or whatever you like. So for more information, you can certainly contact me. I think Dela's posting some of that information. Contact me through Facebook or email, and we can further discuss that. It's going to be very exciting, and it's a great way to get started. I've always wanted to be an author. So for me, this kind of thing is perfect, because I am working on my own book as well. And I'm going to be participating in this. And we're also going to be doing some wellness ones, which I'm not sure if they're all sold out yet or not. And then one additional one. So I'm actually doing this with 21 books. And then I'm in the process of writing my own book, which will be Self-Empowerment Reset.
So I'll add my own plug into this, that Robert J. Moore is my coach. And well, one of my coaches, but also my publisher for my book. That's actually coming out very soon. I'm very excited about that. But I did do a co-author the chapter with, Robert J. Moore. Yes, in that one. Thank you very much. And so I'm very proud of that book. That was my introduction to becoming an author, so a published author, which is such an honor, right? So if anyone out there who's watching this and thinking, I want to be an author, you can start by just contributing a chapter into a book that is for sure going to make it to the bestsellers list, because you have amazing authors and also an amazing publisher. So thank you for that, Marianne. And people can reach out to Marianne. Her information is showing at the bottom of the post. So, okay. So so I saw a couple of comments from people who did the meditation, and they're saying more focused, calm, relaxed.
Right?
So good feelings, right?
That's it. And out of 4 minutes. So 4 minutes, everybody has 4 minutes in their day. Do it for 5 or 6, do it for half an hour. But if you've never done it before, start with 2 and 3 and 4 minutes. I don't care if you do it for 30 seconds, if that's all you can start with. Just keep adding and don't stop. Don't ever stop. In fact, don't ever stop with anything. And don't stop right before the magic happens. Like, that's just... you might be having some major breakthrough. Like, the amount of information that has come to me, I'll just tell you, one time I had, I've done various different workshops. And so one of the workshops I went to was in Hawaii, and I met someone really amazing, and I had him come here and teach. We were teaching some workshops together. We had he was teaching one, I was teaching one, and then we were going to do one together. And for some reason, I just couldn't, for the life of me, put this course together, because he said, okay, you put it together and I'll help you teach it. And I said, okay. So I couldn't, nothing would just come to me, just nothing. So I went to my favorite park, which is like not that far away from where I live, right here, 5 minutes by car. And I went to my favorite rock. There's a rock that I sit on, and it's right on the water. I sat on this rock with my journal and my pen for, I don't want to exaggerate, it might have been maybe an hour and, let's say, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It wasn't even an hour and a half. I know that much. And I couldn't, for maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, I couldn't get anything out of me. I went on this rock. I went into my meditation. It was just me and the pen and my dog, who's very close beside me anyways. And in 1 hour, I wrote out the entire course. And it was a 3-day course. Like, this is not that easy, but it was like this. It was just like, I went into the zone. Maybe it took me few minutes to do that, and I just went, it was just spilling out of me. I just went, and I'm like, wow, that was good. Yeah, I got to do that next time, because who wants to waste another 2-3 weeks stressing out, going, oh my God, I still don't have that course ready. Oh my God, he's coming. He's coming all the way from Hawaii. I better have this done, So yeah, like that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. And journaling, I can't say enough about journaling. Writing stuff down and getting that out of your heart and onto paper, looking at it, and then, you know what? If you have to cry about it, you have to cry about it. If crying's involved, you got to cry. If you want to scream, I don't know who your neighbors are. Maybe go in the car when you're by yourself on the highway, scream away. That's where I do it. I live in a condo, so there could be limited screaming going on in my condo without all my neighbors coming out to rescue me. So it's me in the highway.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got we got to keep going. I
Yeah.
got Aya's saying hi to us. Hello guys. I hope you're doing great. Thank you, Ayaz. I hope you're doing great as well. Glad to see both of you. Thank you so much. It's very
Let's
nice
do
to
a
see you.
meditation. Want to do a meditation?
Yes, let's do a meditation. Hi Debbie. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna do another meditation. It's is this one going, how long is this one going to be? A couple of minutes?
A couple minutes, because I can see what time it is already, right?
Okay.
We have to finish right at 1, right?
Yeah, give or take. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, so just for a little bit of a change, I don't know if you guys can see me. We're going to do this with our hands. You're going to put it right here at your heart, so that your thumb here, like, see how it's touching here? It's going to touch your heart.
Hang on,
Right,
I'm gonna just hide this here.
Yeah, I need to go back. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I need. So you're just going to go like this, and we're going to do the same kind of breathing. But what's going to happen is we're going to breathe in through our nose, and we're going to exhale through our nose also. But what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to the breath a little bit. Okay, so it's going to look like this, like inhale slowly, like 1, 2, 3. You're going to hold the breath for a count of 5 or 6. And then you're going to exhale also to a count of 6. You're going to hold the exhale for a count of 6. And then you're going to continue that cycle. So just count to 6. Don't even overthink it. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hold it, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'll stay quiet now. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Bring your hands into prayer pose. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale again. And exhale. Open your eyes. Give yourself a gentle shake. How was that?
Amazing for me.
So that particular meditation is to help strengthen your heart chakra, to help open it up, and to strengthen your mind. So you want a strong and open heart chakra because it's just better. It's just better. Life is better. Life is easier. It's just better to come from your heart when you're talking to people. I guarantee you will have much more success if you show some compassion and love towards them than if you go to town and start judging them, right? Because judgment is kind of regular for us humans. So, they could be talking to you and it's like, well, I don't know. She did that when she was 17. I don't know how I feel about that. How about some compassion instead? Like, oh, wow, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that when you were 17 or, 75 or whatever. So it's a nicer place to come from. It's a more humane and a much more pleasant and a much more softer and a much more feminine energy place, right? So not that we don't love masculine energy and we need it. We need it in our life for sure. But it's nice to be soft.
That's awesome. So how do you decide which kind of meditation to do when?
I just intuitively kind of go with it. And I know that if I'm teaching a very eclectic group and I don't know who's there, I'm going to go very basic and very soft. There's some pretty intense meditations out there. I would not do that unless I was in a very advanced group or I had a very advanced student or a very advanced client that I was working with and they could handle it. And we've been doing this now for a while. Someone who's new to meditation, no, I don't want to scare them because there's some funky mantras and there's some really cool, and yeah, we do something called breath of fire. And I believe one of the immune system ones, I was showing it to my class the other day and they were having a tough time with it too. You actually stick out your tongue and you do something called breath of fire. So you're breathing like this, which is breath of fire on its own, right? It's like, now you try sticking your tongue. I kind of don't want to do that on camera. I don't want to look that nasty, but I could, I guess, but, and you're basically sticking out your tongue. Okay, I'll do it for 5 seconds. Here it goes. Oh my gosh, I must really be.
You're helping people.
I'm helping people. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
You're teaching us.
Okay, let's go. Like, that actually strengthens your immune system.
How?
It just does. It works on the meridians of your body, and it's the breath, like breath of fire. If you, gosh, I know I have them here somewhere. Oh, see, I do. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
I have these things. These are actual dowsing rods, but you can make this out of wire hangers. I've used that before. I actually found professional dowsing rods. I used wire hangers, but then I found these at one of those wellness shows. And you can measure someone's aura, right? So the importance of a really strong aura is so that you stay healthy, right? And the stronger your aura is, the healthier your body, your physical, mental, and spiritual body is everything. Like you can't, if you have a really strong aura, you can't be sick. It's impossible. Your aura shrinks down in size if you are not well, or even if you have like mental issues and whatnot, right? And so I used to do a lot of breathing exercises with my mom, and she passed away from dementia. So she had dementia for many, many, many years, and I could always see a difference when I gave her supplements, in particular omegas and vitamin C. Like there was quite a few. If anyone wants to talk about it, we can talk about it in private. But I used to give her supplements, a lot of water. I used to watch what she kind of ate and gave her a lot of vegetables. And I used to make her come outside for walks with me and do deep breathing. And I'm telling you, that day talking to her, she was much more focused, much more grounded. And I'm not joking. Like, I'm not saying this is a cure-all for dementia. Don't anybody email me about that. It's just, I'm telling you what I did with my mother, and it worked. And I used to do it with her even when she was in the nursing home, and it worked. So it works with everything. You have a clearer mind, and your body is stronger. You just are. And so, like I said, it hits up various meridians. It also creates this gigantic aura. So you can actually measure people's aura with this, and you can come up to someone and it'll start doing this as you come closer to them. See, this is kind of cool.
You
So
know, this is all very unfamiliar to me. The meridians and the chakras, as you're talking about them, I want more information. Um, so maybe we need to have another talk
another chakra one, sure.
on explaining what those things are, and how maybe like even explaining them in layman's terms. You know, like maybe have an analogy. What this is like chakras to humans are like this to cars, or something like that. I don't know if that works at
Chakras
all.
are like energy vortexes, and I can talk a lot about chakras. Meridians, I'm not as familiar. I'm not an acupuncturist or anything. I don't know all of the meridians. I just know that this does work on the chakras and the meridians and the aura. So the aura is your energy field around you, right? I think we can all agree that we all have some sort of energy
Yes,
field. And
yes.
you can actually measure it. There's electrical devices, and I don't know if anyone's gone on for one of those Brilliant photography aura pictures, where they take a picture of your aura, and you can see all kinds of different things in there. Anyways, there's lots of things you can do, and there's a number of physical ailments that correlate with the chakras, and then emotional and spiritual and so on and so forth.
Okay, we'll have to come back and talk on that. And if there's anyone watching this show, and you know of someone who's into, like, who knows about meridians, maybe you can introduce them to Dela, and we can have them on Dela's Voice, and bring that knowledge out. You know what? It's all about keeping your mind open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um, and discovering new things.
and
I'll
growing,
say, and knowing, yeah.
growing,
Um,
growing.
yeah, growing. Marianne, when I decided that there was something not right in my life,
Mm-hmm.
that was the biggest moment of truth. That admission that there's something not right in my life right now. This is not the type of life I want to live. I know I'm meant for more. I know I'm meant for joy. I'm meant for peace and
Happy.
empowerment and happiness, and all those good things. And so that to me is the moment of truth. So I always talk about the three, the AAA success formula. Do you want to hear them? The three
Mm-hmm.
A's?
Definitely.
So the first A is for admit that
Mm-hmm.
exactly there's something not quite right in your life. There's something that needs to be addressed, right? Admission. Number 2A is ask for help,
Mm-hmm.
reach out for support, because there's people out there who have been there, who have been what you're going through, and know what to do and know how to help you. Therefore, coaches are there's so many different coaches, and I've had so many different coaches, spiritual coach and financial coach, right, business coach and personal growth coach, and all sorts, and you name it. It's a big part, because that takes a lot of vulnerability, asking for help. That means that, help me, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's a big step. So second A is for ask. The third A is act.
Mm-hmm.
Because without action, nothing can happen. Without changing something, there's nothing's going to change. So it takes work. It takes us, and you said it, personal responsibility. Because
Starts with you.
yeah, you can't do it for people, and they can't do it for you. You got to do it for yourself.
Can't do it for you. So when I see ads on Facebook, pay me this much and I'm going to heal your, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm going to rid you of all negative energy. And I'm like, wow, that's a pretty big commitment there you got going on there. And you can't. If the person's not willing to do it themselves, you can't get it done. It simply will not get done. Mm-hmm. And yes, you absolutely, without admitting it, how are you going to know what to fix? Yeah. Hi, I'm here at the hairdresser, but I don't know what I want. Okay, well, you can't just say, oh, hey, do whatever you want. Well, you can, but then you better be okay with that.
You right? Can, yeah, exactly, right?
You better be okay with that. You can't say, okay, you know what? I really wanted you to just trim off half an inch, but now I'm down to here. What happened? Well, you know, you have to look at it and say, hey, this is the issue I have. And now I need someone to help me. And then that's when you definitely need it. And as far as coaches go, I still have coach. Robert Moore is also my coach. And I have others. And it's, you know, and I don't think that's ever going to stop. I mean, why should it? Anyways, right? Like, I'm not going to be perfect always. I'm human. I need help, right? And just because I've been doing this for 42 years doesn't mean that I know everything. And it doesn't mean that I've mastered everything. If I did, I wouldn't be here anymore.
So tell people of your gift, Marianne.
Oh, yes.
Before we forget.
Sorry, what time it is, yes. So I do a meditation class at 7:00 on Wednesday evenings. And it's a 40-minute meditation class on Zoom. And if you would like to, you are all invited to join me for free for the month of August. So anyone that wants to join me at that time, please either message me in Facebook or email me, whichever way works for you. So that's my guess.
The email is right there. Take a moment and jot that down. And reach out to Marianne. Get on her class on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a free meditation class that she runs. This is great. Yeah.
So this particular one was a lot about meditation, but I do other things. I do things as funky as past life regressions. We'll have to talk about that another time.
Oh my God. So that calls for a lot of shows. Maybe this should be a series with Marianne Padjan.
This is going to be the Marianne show. Yeah, so there's past life regressions. There's a whole lot of other things, but I'm going to tell you something I've done. You know, you've heard some of my stories from before. You know, I've done bankruptcy. You know, had both my parents. I'm an only child. I had to take care of them during dementia days, and you know, they passed away and I had to deal with them. I had to shut down a business, which broke my heart to do. I had to I filed for bankruptcy. Like, these are all hardcore things in life that I have had to overcome. So if I can overcome that, it's a piece of cake. Well, not really, but there is some work to be done. And so it doesn't have to be painstaking, but yes, there will be some looking inside of yourself, and that's how you heal stuff. Nobody likes looking inside of themselves. Don't think, oh, yay, today I get to look at all my crap. How great of a day is that going to be? Yeah. Not so much fun, but hey, it's got to be done, right? It's like, I don't like doing dishes, but if I want clean dishes, okay, I can probably get someone to do my dishes, but that's not quite the same.
No, but I get it, right? I get it. It takes work. And sometimes it's painful work, but think about the end result. And yeah, there's hope. There's hope.
Yeah, that should be a show. Look, there's hope.
There's hope. I love that. Hope is my favorite topic. You know that, Marianne? Yeah. Hope stands for hang on, pain ends. I love hope.
Exactly.
So Samaya says, hello, beautiful princess. I think she's talking to you.
Who's Maya? Thank you.
Samaya. and yay to the meditation class offer. And Farida says, so generous. Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you so much.
So this has been a lovely, lovely session, and we only got through 2 meditation practices. You
That's
can
okay.
press start. We'll come back and
It's
do it.
okay.
I want to make sure that we say hi to everybody. Christine, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for everybody who watched this show, and a big thank you to you, Marianne, for
And a big thank you to you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome
for watching. Sorry. Sorry, I'm noticing the time. I'm concerned for you. Are we okay?
Yeah, we're okay. So I want to thank you for generously sharing your knowledge, and I know that this is your love, the love of life for you. Your passion is to get people to that place of empowerment. You want them to feel good. You want them to have the best life they can have. So, and that's a powerful work you got going on there. So I'm so excited, and I'm so blessed to know you in my life, and I can't wait for us to grow together and I can't wait to play with all your healing tools.
Oh my God, I can't wait till you come here. We gotta get you down here. This is the only thing. I just want to say before it's too late, I also want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you so much. This is my first Dela's Voice, obviously not the last. There's still so much to talk about. Dela, thank you so much for inviting me to do this. This is so amazing. We always have so much fun. Like, this is the one place, although there's not a ton of places. I was probably really nervous when we did the podcast, just because that was a first for me to do it. This, which I thought was going to be harder, was so much fun. So, oh my gosh, like honestly, Dela is so amazing. I'm not just trying to beat the drum here, but honestly, this woman will make you feel so relaxed. You almost don't have to meditate, but no, but honestly, she's so relaxing, and it's like, oh, I could talk for hours now. Not that I would, but and not that we couldn't find enough things to talk about. Of course we could, but yeah, definitely. So absolutely, my pleasure. I will be more than thrilled to come back again. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. And for everyone who's watched us today, take what you want and leave the rest.
That's
ultimately, right. Yes, we're here to empower you. We're here to give you a new tool for you to live a better life.
Yes.
That is the only purpose of Dela's Voice, you guys. So thank you for always watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for all the hearts. Please share this talk show with other people that you think might benefit from all the gold that was offered here. And join Marianne on her meditation journey. And
visit us again.
Yes, and have a great life, everybody. Live your best life. Love you.
Namaste and love and light to everybody. Have a peaceful and loving day.
Thank you so much. And with that, this has been another episode of Dela's Voice, hoping to spark your soul. Till next time.